For those who are coming back, hi! And for those who are new, my name is Victoria. I'm creating a YouTube channel and I'm doing a whole bunch of videos to find out what sticks, which one I love. It's really just me figuring out what I need to figure out for my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna make a get ready with me video. I have learned from some of my mistakes from my previous video where I was trying to do my makeup and talking, and that was just, I so much got cut out. If you want to see that video, it's in the link in the description below. If it's up here, I'm gonna link it up here. And so today I'm gonna go to a party. It's called Rose and Disco. The vibe is, well, the vibe or the dress code is pink and white, so it's Barbie vibes. And so I've already narrowed down my outfits to like 2 options, and I think once I finish my makeup and I've kind of like, you know, I don't know, like putting on my makeup kind of also helps me to like narrow down my outfit options as soon as I'm ready to leave. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I digress. Put on my makeup, get ready, pick up my friend, and then go to the event. There are gonna be some other friends there that I'm gonna meet, and I'm just gonna vlog around and just show you what's up. So you're gonna stay with me, or you're gonna be joining me for a portion of my day. So let's get ready. All right, so I've done the back of my hair, and now it's time for me to center myself. All right, so I've done the back of my hair. Well, okay, so I have kind of put my hair in like a nice little bun, and now it's time to do my makeup. And FYI, I've already taken a shower and whatnot, so don't think that I just woke up, put on makeup, put on clothes, and left the house. I definitely went under some water. Okay, I had a bath. All right, so let's get into it. Hey beautiful people, this is voiceover Victoria. First we're going to start with the Maybelline primer. Of course, one of my favorite primers. It's affordable, it's never failed me, and always gives me a really nice smooth finish, and I'll be using it throughout the entire makeup tutorial, and I'll show you how. One thing I did forget to record is that I always apply sunscreen before I put on my primer, before I put on my makeup. Sunscreen is always a must, especially for my skincare girlies. This primer also has a version that has SPF. This is one I'm using, so keep that in mind. I found a pimple, just one of the woes. Okay, so next up I'm going to be taking the foundation. I have a Fenty foundation that I really like. I will also list all the products that I used below to the best of my abilities. So I'm adding the foundation and I'm adding more primer on my little spongy sponge. I'm a sponge girl. I have not fully mastered brushes, so just watch me. And again, I always blend in the primer with my foundation. It always gives me a smoother finish. And just a continued disclaimer, I am not an MUA. I am a lazy girl, makeup girl. I just do what gets the job done, okay? So if you're expecting like a professional laid kind of thing, you will be disappointed. But if you're looking for an average girl with makeup, doing makeup, this is the tutorial for you. So I blend it out, and I use a foundation a little bit lighter. It's kind of like a little bit of like setting the canvas, and then afterwards I will put on my concealer. So this is like really light. As you notice, it's not like there's not a lot of coverage. That's how little foundation I used, but it's just to kind of like set the pace. Of course, to your neck, under your eyes, blend, 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 blend. And also the lighting in the bathroom, and even though I brought my ring light, the lighting in the bathroom is not that great. So if you see that my foundation and my face and my body, they have 2 different lightings, don't let that take away the magic of the final look, which is just to say, always, you know, have extra lighting. And so we're blending, we're blending, we're blending, we're putting it, making sure we blend on the ears and then the hairline. And then I'm gonna use primer for my eyes. And I'm struggling to find a really good primer that really lays down flat. Maybe it's my application process. I don't know, I've tried brushes, I've tried sponges. Now I've just resorted to using my finger. Again, not a professional MUA. I'm just trying to get the job done here. And so I'm just spreading that out. I'm testing out this NYX eye primer. I also found out that putting primer on your smile lines is also a way to kind of get rid of them. And I have a few little deep smile lines that I want to get away with. So if you guys have recommendations for an eyeshadow primer or an eye primer, let your girl know in the description below or in the comments. I am now applying some eyeshadow. This is an eyeshadow that I have from Revlon. I've had it for a while now. I really love this color. Again, the theme of the party is pink and white, so I wanted to incorporate that in my makeup. Very simple but stylish. I really love shaping my eyeshadow this way because of how my eyes are. I think they kind of accentuate them a little bit. That's what I'm going for. Of course, be sure that when you are applying your eyeshadow, especially like a lot of color, to just blow off your brush so that the excess doesn't really fall on your face or, you know, anything like that. And just make sure that you clean up the edges. And I'll be cleaning up the edges a little bit, and I'll show you how later in the video. Just keep watching. Then I added some gold that I wanted to blend in. And so I'm trying to like blend it into it, pat it in, blend, 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 blend. Just get that done. Yeah. Also, guys, if you are watching this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And while I'm here, just watching me blend my eyeshadow, I really wanted to get this whole makeup tutorial thing because when I tried, I think like 3 times and failed, I was like, I gotta figure it out. So I'm really happy it's come to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm finally doing a little bit. Ooh, next up, eyeliner. So some liquid eyeliner that we're gonna add. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. It has Longwear. It's really beautiful over eyeshadow. Even when I'm not wearing makeup and I just want a little, you know, just add a little thing to my eyes, I just add that. So I'm adding it, and one of the things you'll notice is that I'm gonna draw my wings outside of the camera frame because that requires some like dedicated focus. I don't know. If you know, you know, is what I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. When you're drawing your wings for your eyes, you gotta make sure it's symmetrical. You gotta make sure it's both there. And so I just skipped all the way to me brushing my eyebrows. I love brushing my eyebrows even when I'm not wearing makeup, just to like train it in place, especially if you're a girl with a bushy brow like me. Sometimes your eyebrows will just do their own thing. And so I don't have a lot of things that I need to conceal, but I'm just dabbing some of the spots. So, and also a little bit under eye. I used to have discoloration around my mouth, but then that kind of stopped. I don't know what changed. You know, you just change after a while. Just hitting some of the pimples. You know, things change after a while. But this is just like really light, simple. Again, I'm not going like full on glam, baking. I'm just getting the job done. And so I have my next concealer. They're both Fenty concealers. By the way, 2 different tones. I always have 3 different types of concealers. One that is dark, one that is light, and one that is like an orange tone. That's really good for concealing. And I just use them there. So I just draw the little lines here. Again, not an MUA. I'm just trying to get the job done. And then I just also add a little bit of, I have a different sponge, a lighter concealer. Because my smaller, lighter concealer is finished, I'm using a bigger foundation I have. I usually have 2 different foundations, one for the summer, one for when it's not summer, because I get tanned easily during the summer. So my foundation drastically changed, my complexion drastically change as opposed to when it's winter, when it's, you know, not blazing. And so this is me. This is my little crazy contour. Don't worry, it's gonna make sense as you go along. Again, this is just to get the job done. I'm laughing at myself because I'm like, I look so crazy. But then we get blending. We start blending. And this is how I contour my face. I would not say you should contour your face this way. I've just found that for my face, for my frame, contouring like this helps to bring out the best of my features. I'm open to testing new things. But for somebody who has like a very long, like, type face, this is the type of way that I do it. And I usually have my contouring very deep, very bright, because I lay my foundation on top of it. And so I just blend them in, and I switch between brushes and blenders. Again, I'm still mastering some of the brushes. I'm getting there slowly. And so I kind of just blend it in. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. What I will do sometimes after I blend is kind of just leave it for a little bit. So I left it for like a couple of minutes. And then this is me now grabbing my foundation and kind of patting it into place. So I let it dry for a little bit. And then what I do is I start with the lighter areas first, going up to my cheekbones. And then I kind of like dab a little bit. And you'll notice that I'll like make my way in there. I'll just like touch, dab, 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 dab. One trick I learned is to wet your sponge before you apply foundation on it. Forgot to mention that, so that it doesn't completely grip and take up everything. So you see, I like when my contour is like very subtle, very simple. So it's really there looking at you. You can see it now that the foundation is added. And again, I don't know what happened to the lighting, but the lighting on my face, lighting is more directed to my face than my body, so don't pay attention to that. So this is me cleaning up the edges of my eyeshadow to make it look more sharp. And I also do this for my eyeliner or anything if I'm putting on lipstick, just to make sure that it's really clean and simple. And I use a tiny little brush to do that. And this is me just stepping back, making sure that both my eyes are symmetrical. And then just blend it a little bit around the mouth. Oh, I am trying to figure this out. Again, your girl is not an MUA. She's just trying to get the work done. Okay? And so off camera, my face and my body are both kind of really blended together too. And also just remember, makeup takes a while to settle. This is me drawing my eyebrows. Yes, I draw my eyebrows. If you've noticed, I don't have any eyebrow ends, and the tip, like the starting of my eyebrow, is like very thinned out, but in the middle it's like pieces and patches. It's always been this way, so I have to draw my eyebrow ends. But what I do is I use the marker, then I use a brush to brush in, so that the strokes aren't very strong and bold, but actually soft, and they just brush into my eyebrow, and they look a little bit more natural than anything else. This is a method that I found works for me really well. And so I did the other eyebrow, and then what I'll do is I'll use a little brush again with some foundation and kind of just clean up the edges. Then I'm gonna apply bronzer, a little tap above the cheekbones. So I add a little bit above cheekbones, a little bit above the edge where that curve is, that little space. Of course, I should use a smaller brush for my eyes, but am I going to? Because I'm a little bit lazy. And a little bit on the nose, bridge of the nose, not too much. If you find yourself that you've added too much bronzer, just add a little foundation over it. And then I'm just doing the corner of my eye, but I realized as I was adding it, I didn't like the color. And yet, knowing me, I was like, maybe if I add it to the other eye, it'll look good and I'll actually like it. But that is not the case. After I added it, and as I was adding it, I was like, I don't like it. It doesn't really complete the look I go for. So I decided to add in a little bit of the pink that I added to the end of my eye, but I blended it in with the white so it wasn't too overpowering. And I actually really loved that. But I also forgot to put on blush. Blush should have been in the contouring process, but I forgot. So I'm just adding a little bit to my sponge and just dabbing it into place. Sometimes I'll smile a little because I don't want it directly on my cheek, just a little bit above my cheekbone so it looks more natural. And then I added a little bit of mascara, not too much. And I also like used a dry brush to comb it out so that the clumps, if there were any clumps, it's gone. I don't really want like a full bold lip, so I'm adding just like a little tab of lipstick, and I'm gonna put a gloss over it when I'm done. And then I put in my setting spray, just spraying. Spray. I use Morphe setting spray, and so far this is the look that I have. It's very simple, very cute. Again, I'm gonna put some lip gloss on my lips. This is me testing the light because I'm like, it looks so on camera, it's like it's so there, but again, the makeup is fresh. So this is me at the party. I know, very quick transition. And this is me and my friend Mo. We are just enjoying ourselves, having fun. And this is the outfit that I wore because I realized I didn't show y'all my outfit. This is a little walkabout that I did. And this is just the crowd of people who are like all there. It's really nice. Everyone's in pink. All the guys are dressed up. We had some mussels and wine. Mo avoiding the camera.
So I'm with Mo. We got sunglasses from a wine place. I have her camera. People think I'm a photographer. And we're just having a good buzz. Mo has work after this. I have to go home.
Oh my god.
But you know,
I don't look forward to work. I don't look forward to work.
no Barbies were hurt in the making, except for the Barbies that have to work.
True.
One of the things that I really liked was that this party was just really fun. There wasn't like samples of rosé. There are actually full glasses of rosés, different brands there. I had to drive me and my friend back home, so I definitely kept it to 1-2 glasses. That was about it. I was really drunk off the energy. There were a lot of really positive vibes, girl groups, music. It was a blast, and lots of delicious food trucks.
So we are fueling up on some Greek food. So we are about to leave. Mo got me a cab. Oh, just got me a cab. No, it's a video. Yeah. Mo just got me a cab. So tired. So many people have taken our pictures throughout the event.
I need to be trash. Oh wait, I hope you didn't finish.